And hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode 21 of
I
Salty
know.
Tonight.
It's
It's
crazy.
9:02 p.m. in the West, 12:02 a.m. in the East. It's Saturday there. It's Sunday here.
Yeah.
Welcome to another episode of Salty Tonight. Terry, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm excited about tonight's show. We have a lot of topics. A lot of
We do have a
topics
lot
that
of
are dear to
topics
my heart. Yeah.
dear to your heart. Now,
Yeah.
I'm going to have to fish out a video and send it to you, and you can play it where you do say dear to your heart as you're feeding a deer pizza
Oh,
crumbs.
isn't that precious?
It is.
It
So
is
I'm
precious.
enjoying some green tea tonight,
I'm enjoying iced coffee. So,
and let's get
yeah.
into the festivities tonight.
All right. Do you want to start with questions or do you want to do a couple of stories?
You want to start with the story, maybe?
I kind of do. I kind of want to
Okay,
do
we'll start with
because
the story.
I'm pretty excited about uh all right. So, somebody got a new picture of the Loch Ness monster. Which I love the Loch Ness Monster, at least believing that it exists.
Yes.
Because it's fun, but I did not realize how far back until I'd watched the video that it was first claimed to have been seen.
Okay.
There is a little video that goes with this, so we might learn something.
Okay.
World to scour the surface of Loch Ness, hoping for a glimpse of Nessie, the elusive monster said to lurk beneath the depths. The first ever sighting was recorded in 565 AD. Since then there have been 1,172 recorded Nessie spottings. Now adding to the tally, this. A snap taken by tourist Sharon Herbert from Kent.
The cruise company has come back and confirmed that yes, there's a green mass and that the wave formations are nothing to do with their boat. So this leaves us with something green just under the water and also strange waves beside the boat. So it could well be Nessie.
Nessie hunter Steve Feltham's not convinced it's the monster, but says there's definitely something out there.
There is definitely something to be explained here, something bigger than the biggest fish, which is a salmon or a seal if a seal comes in, something far bigger than that people keep seeing.
So, mixed views from the experts. I took to Dores Beach on the shores of the loch to ask would-be Nessie spotters for their verdict on the latest photo.
I completely agree that it's the Loch Ness Monster. Yeah. I think you may have found evidence.
It has been a history for so many hundreds of years, right?
Yeah.
So everybody come for it. So somebody might have spotted something.
It could be you today, maybe.
Me, I'm the lucky one.
Yeah. So what is in Sharon's photograph? Well, we'll probably never truly know, but theories will be bandied back and forth, probably for years to come. And centuries on from when something was very first spotted here, the Loch Ness Monster continues to fascinate right across the world. Nicola McCally, STV News, at Loch Ness.
So, yeah,
Interesting.
that is
Now,
interesting.
I that was something that, as a young kid that I kind of always was curious about, but I was never at a place where it would ever be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so therefore it kind of went out of my mind. But what made you stumble upon this particular story?
I always look up animal news and like just weird news. And I love urban legends. So yeah, I came across that one and it immediately piqued my interest.
What's your thought on that from just what they saw and showed? Do you think that could be a Nessie
It's
sighting?
something. I mean, it is something.
I think
So,
so too.
I mean, I don't want to know. Like, I would hate to have it confirmed, especially you hate to have it confirmed to be untrue.
Yeah.
The mystery is part
Part
of
of
the
the
allure.
fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so
What
you're
about
in
you?
you're in it more for the mystery. Now, I would have to do, some deep digging in, but based upon just what you showed me, the possibilities look, if I had to lean toward it, I would say 60% possible, 40% very skeptical.
We're gonna have to do an urban legend show
Yeah, we
eventually
definitely will
because
have
we
to
could
do
go.
that.
There's some rabbit holes we could go down.
Or if we find anyone that's actually claimed to have seen any of these so-called creatures, that would be interesting as well.
Yeah, definitely. We have one viewer I see, and I'm going to assume that would be the dude in Mobile because I think he's our only viewer on the YouTube.
Chris?
Yeah, Chris.
Okay.
So yeah, hi Chris.
Then we got a few on Facebook here that I'm seeing, so
So you must see different numbers than I do.
I do.
But yeah, so Nessie may be back. We got some more water focused creatures. There was an otter. Look how cute.
Otters are really cute.
They really are. And apparently this otter, let me find the thing. His name is Splash. He is a 2-year-old otter, and he is the first search and rescue otter in the U.S. Has assisted over 32 cases. Michael Hasdell trained Splash to locate evidence in low visibility waters where detection dogs struggle, and Splash has become a beloved family member, spending his off hours playing with the family dogs and snuggling. He is breaking barriers for his species. So yeah, he is doing the Lord's work, clearly.
And you're right. He is the hero we need in the
He
time
is
that
the
we
hero
need.
we need.
Now, how adorable would that be that you would come in from work or come in from riding on your golf cart, and you would see um, a Splash cuddled up beside of Larry. Could you
I
imagine
would
such a
love it.
sight?
Larry's over here right now. I would love it. I
That would be
actually had a
amazing.
response about talking about the raccoon
Yeah.
last week. Somebody had messaged me on TikTok and said that they were a rescue for raccoons, like temporary, just foster until they can get them back out, and said that they
Yeah.
are absolutely insane, that they are wild. Once they hit maturity, they are not pets. So anybody out
Really?
there thinking about a raccoon, myself included, might want to think twice, according to this person. And they had
Well, we
rehabbed a few raccoons, and apparently they become a problem, aggressive.
so a few videos, clips back, we posted that you definitely wanted one as a pet. So now you're rethinking that.
Well, I'm definitely thinking it.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I
yeah,
mean,
that's
you
that's
never
kind of
know, I guess, but you don't
no.
want an out of control animal in your place. You just don't
Well,
want that.
well, they look cute, but I guess they have the ability to really do some damage. They'll claw and stuff like that.
Right. Right.
So we'll see what happens in the future. So, do you have any stories that you want to tell?
I do have a
Any
story
news?
that I would like to tell here. Let's see if I can set this up here. Now, this is, I would say, Florida man serves up assault over cinema chuckles.
Mm,
So it's another story from Florida.
fucking Florida. Fucking Florida.
So you have to take this into account. A Florida woman was hospitalized after being assaulted with a pizza pan at a cinema in Coconut Grove for laughing during a movie. So you're sitting there watching a movie in a place called Coconut Grove.
Hmm.
And all of a sudden you start laughing, you're chuckling out loud, the movie's funny, you're in a comedy movie, and then the next thing you know, you're hit aside the head with a pizza pan. The 24-year-old and her friends were watching a film at a luxury cinema when a man nearby became irritated by their laughter. I wonder if it's the chuckle corner laughter.
Probably
He
is.
first yelled at them to shut the F up, then escalated by threatening to throw away their food, knocking it to the floor, grabbing a pizza off the tray, taking a bite, and striking her in the face twice with the pizza before returning to his seat. And then hitting her with the pizza pan. Psh.
I get it though. I get it. I have felt that in a theater when somebody will not shut up.
Yeah.
Will not, I mean,
Well,
have been
we've never
tempted
taken it to
myself.
this. We've never taken it to this extreme. The victim suffered a fractured finger, facial bruises, probably in the shape of a pizza slice, and an eye injury requiring hospital treatment. She and her group alerted security, but the man was allowed to leave before the police arrived. Miami police are now investigating, and the man is still at large. So he may be on he may be
A
out
large
there.
pizza.
He might be out there ready to assault someone with a pizza slice. You never know.
The big question is, that's on my mind, is was it a pizza from, what was that dude's name? Oh my God. Dustin, the pizza dude from last week.
Dustin Crumble.
Dustin Crumb.
Dustin Crumb, yeah, Dustin
Dustin
Crumb.
Crumb. Was it one of his pizzas?
I wonder if all this is so he can somehow win that Python challenge.
Well, the results, I'm waiting. I'm waiting on the results. They're coming up.
Okay. So
It's
we'll have
over.
those.
It was done on the 19th, so it should be like by at least Wednesday, I'm hoping.
So we should have it on Wednesday's episode. So
Yeah.
yeah. What do you think about this? So for one, do you think
I think
Florida's
it's
hot.
justified. I think it's justified, and it's especially justified in Florida.
Well, Florida's hot, but you live in more extreme heat than Florida, so I don't know what goes on down there.
It's the humidity, I think, the swampiness. My
Okay.
question is this happening on the Gulf or the Atlantic? Because the Gulf gets humid. It will drive you a little cuckoo.
Yeah, I'm not really sure where Coconut Grove is. We'd have to do some research on a map for that. But I do know when I was down there a few years ago filming Culber Island, it was like thick with humidity and it would stick to you and it really would drain the energy out of you. I mean, we would film, 12-hour days at some points. And so I can imagine, if you're sitting there watching a movie, trying to pay attention, and then there's constant, chuckle corners going on behind you, you might get upset and slap somebody with a pizza
I'm
slice.
saying I get it. I understand it.
So, okay.
I think
I
that I
guess.
have at least went off one time on somebody in a theater for being too loud.
I've been with you when you've done it.
Yeah. I mean, I get to a point, I'm like, I paid my, $20 to watch this movie. Shut the
Yeah.
fuck up.
We when we went to watch the first Saw movie at a midnight showing, you did it. You turned around and you went, "Shut the fuck up."
Did they?
Yeah, I did too.
There you go. See? Sometimes it just takes one person to speak up and make a difference.
Yeah.
I would have loved to get an applause.
I
from
wish
them.
a slow clap should have started. I should have started.
All right.
So-
So what?
What's this robots be bought in here? There's been a lot of robot things going on.
There have been. I feel like there's going to be for a while.
We saw the AI robots. Now, did we play where they were? Yeah, I think we played last episode where they were doing the taekwondo and kicking people.
Yeah. Yes,
and
I
then
have some videos of that actually now.
Okay, so what do you think about this robots be bought in?
Well, give me one second. I think they be boughtin' sometimes. So here's a pretty funny video. It's a compilation video.
Why is that so funny?
I don't, because the slow motion is what gets. I just spit. The
Well, they
slow
do it-
motion is what gets me.
They
It
do it
really
twice,
does.
and then his face, and he just goes back so slow.
He's like, and I don't know. I think it's the karate style moves, maybe.
I think
don't
it's
know
that,
what it
and I
is that
think it's
makes it so
also.
funny.
I think with the people, they don't know the robot's going to be doing this. They're just expecting to see a cool robot, and then it kicks them in the stomach.
Yes. I
So
love it.
I don't know if I would want one of these robots until it's fully tested out.
Yeah, I really don't want to get my ass kicked by a robot. But like, would you fight a robot? I think right now you'd have a better chance of winning.
Yeah, I think I could think you'd win now.
If you just
Like,
give it some steps, you'll win.
yeah, in the future, I don't think you're going to be able to win. But I think right now you can try to win. Because I think even if you try to make it like if you've ever tried to see the AI robots moonwalk, they'll trip and fall.
Yeah.
So that's all. But they can do karate, so that's very weird.
Well, there is one more robot thing from this past week. A robot defended its people, whatever, against some wild boars. So I'm
Okay.
gonna play this video really quick because
So
it was interesting.
they come to the rescue.
They did. They did.
I tupnij jeszcze im nogą. Dobrze, i wystraż je jeszcze.
Now, what would you do if you're like if you hear that kind of sound, you look out your window and you see a bunch of boars run by, and then you see this robot with a book bag
I would
running
do
like
exactly
that.
what that person did, but just film it.
I would too. I would too.
I love it. I love the robot drama that's going to happen. You know, there's going to be robots that are kind of feuding with other robots. You know, like it's going to be funny.
Now, Felicia says that she thinks it should be legal to kick someone's ass when they talk during a movie, and I agree
I
with that.
agree.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you pay your hard-earned money, or someone pays hard-earned money, no matter who it is, to go to this movie, and you don't want to hear someone else's rambling of the mouth. So yeah, I agree with that, Felicia.
Oh, I hate it. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And
She
check
is
out
correct on
Felicia
that.
and Jessica's show tomorrow. It'll be on Felicia Ring's page at I can't recall the time, but I think 6:30. So that'll be on tomorrow. So what's the next story you want to get into?
Let's see here. Well, I thought this was very interesting.
Okay.
That let me get this up here. So apparently, I find this pretty concerning. Oh, don't forget about the kitten that was involved in a bank robbery.
Yes.
We do have to tell that one.
That's kind of a
So
feel-good story.
apparently, the CIA is using human DNA that's been collected from 23andMe and Ancestry to search for aliens among us. So, like, your ancestry would be aliens,
Right.
and the CIA is using the DNA to do that. Now, how true that is, I don't know. I'll give it that. But I believe it. It does not surprise me. I always thought the ancestry thing was a little questionable,
Mm-hmm.
you know, at best.
And it got popular
So
really quick. Like it was
it
like you
did.
never heard of it, and then it kind of exploded and got really popular.
They did, exactly. And so I don't know. I'm a little I've never done ancestry. Um, you know, I kinda the whole COVID thing, I don't want to go down that route of anti-vax.
I was found in a basket floating down a stream, so
You what? You were found in a
I was found
basket?
in a basket floating down a stream,
If anybody was an alien, it would be you.
like baby Moses.
Yes. Is that how he was found?
I think so. I could be wrong.
You think so?
I mean, I
Are
could be
you
wrong.
religious?
I'm
Is this
trying to
something that you
learn.
should know?
I mean,
Or you're
I'm
trying to
trying to
learn
learn.
now?
I'm learning.
Well, you should know more than me.
I mean,
I didn't know
I'm pretty sure.
Moses. Maybe somebody can correct us.
I'm sure. I'm
Somebody
pretty
who
sure it was Moses. But
But
yeah,
no, I this is concerning to me a little bit.
I mean, if you go back, and I think the X-Files, I think it's still on Hulu right now. You can go back and you watch some of those episodes, and some of those episodes on there, I can't think of any one right off, but some of those correlate with some of the things going on right now. We've even discussed in the past, a little bit of correlation with things like, Eyes Wide Shut, Epstein, things like that. So a lot of these
I
things
know.
from the past are turning out to at least give you the thought, could this be true? Like, it's not so conspiratorial now like it used to be.
Well, you bring up Eyes Wide Shut. I had rewatched that. I went down a Nicole Kidman thing. Like, I watched a bunch of her movies the other day, and that was one of them. It's a hard watch
You
now,
said you didn't
knowing
care
what
for
we
it.
know. I didn't, but I just was like, whatever. It was, I looked up like the top Nicole Kidman movies, and I watched a bunch of them, and it was in there.
Was that the reason why it's a hard watch, because of the subject matter,
I
or
think
just because
because now we're like, oh, okay, shit, this stuff is like pretty dead on.
can you
And of course at the time we didn't think that. I mean, shit, look
can,
at 1984, the book and movie.
no, I've never seen the movie. I've read the book many years ago. Coincidentally, I read it in 1984 when I was only 4.
I was gonna say you did not.
No,
I
I
was
didn't.
born in 84, okay?
But so you
So
you read it upon birth. But
yeah. That was what they
yeah,
read to me when I would do for lullabies.
but
It was
that leads to also, like, if you think of some of these, the part alien thing, what are people to make of the crop circles? You don't hear about that anymore.
no, but people kind of admitted to that, right? People admitted they were doing it.
I think some did, but it was pretty extravagant. But it was kind of funny, like back when, before videos were with their phone all the time, you would see those crop circles. But when was the last time you really heard anything about it? Years?
It's been a long time. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, a long, long time. I mean, with
Yeah.
the movie Signs was back in like 2002, so 20 years at
I
least.
mean, yeah, it has been quite a while.
Yeah,
And I mean, alien sightings, I don't know. I mean, you got to look up how suspicious it was that during all of this Epstein stuff, that's when they decided to release any information. Oh, yeah, there's aliens. That was a distraction. I'm not saying there's not aliens. I'm just saying they released that.
as
And
a distraction.
if they're willing to release something that big and monumental, what the fuck are they hiding?
And you have to also think,
Like, for
really,
real.
when they released the alien stuff, did anyone really care all that much?
We were just like, oh, especially the people that were into it. We've known for years. Bill Sandell, who watches, he's really into the aliens.
Hey, Bill, we need to get see if Bill wants to come onto the show
You
sometime.
do. You need to, Bill. You do. He was at Monster Palooza, I think. I saw. I don't know if it's already over, but it seemed like he was there right now.
He's all over the place. I
He is.
follow his adventures,
I'm
and
jealous of his life. He's got
me
some
too.
cool shit.
That's the life that we aspire to have.
One day.
Yes, yes.
Well, we do have some questions.
Well, I thought
And
we
other
had
people want to know.
I thought there
Oh,
was.
the kitten. The kitten. Okay.
Oh, so what? Some people asked some questions, or let's get to the kitten first, right?
Yes, yes. I cannot forget the kitten because
Now,
this was
is
my
this the
favorite
story
story.
from Maryland?
Yes.
You want to
From
take
right
it?
outside of Baltimore. Well, it's a
Okay.
video, so we can just
Okay, okay, you got
let
the
everybody
video.
see. All right. Hold on to your
And
hats.
grabbed a kitten from the adoption area of a Maryland pet store, then allegedly tried to use it to rob a nearby bank. But it was far from the perfect crime. Police were on the scene in just minutes. The little black and white cat named Magnolia came through it all unharmed. Our Jackie Benson describes a very unusual chain of events in Beltsville this morning.
Security camera video shows a man wearing a light-colored T-shirt and a black beanie walking into Pet Supplies Plus on Baltimore Avenue in Beltsville. Seconds later, he ran out clutching a black and white kitten. Witnesses said he kept running straight for the PNC Bank and the same shopping center. That led to one of the strangest police radio calls for a bank robbery that we have ever heard.
All units, Charlie Section 1034, number one male, mid-20s, wearing yellow shirt, black beanie, unknown color pants, possibly has a cat with him.
Stephanie Stullick of Beltsville Community Cats Rescue was nearby when she got a call from a very alarmed store employee around 10:30 a.m. They told her someone used the key hanging nearby to open the cat adoption area and take Magnolia, a 3-month-old kitten. Stullick drove over immediately.
Immediately saw all of these police cars. And I thought, wow, that's a heck of a response for a stolen cat. But then I realized they all were going down to the bank. They came back out a few minutes later and said, yes, there is a cat inside the bank. Apparently he went into the bank with the cat in his arms, and he walked up to a bank employee and said, can you hold this? And then he wrote a note and handed it to a bank teller, and the note said, essentially, give me all your cash.
Prince George's County Police confirmed they took a man into custody at the bank. Employees at the pet store say he'd been coming in nearly every day for a couple weeks, always making a beeline for the kitten.
Came in, saw that none of my team was nearby the front. He just went right to her, ran right on out.
Magnolia is still available for adoption.
She is looking for a law-abiding citizen with a lot of love in their heart.
In Beltsville, Jackie Benson, News 4.
Something tells me Magnolia is going to get a lot of takers out there after this story.
Quite a story. My
Crazy,
goodness.
Huh?
Okay, that is my favorite story of the week.
Yeah, I think
Magnolia, man.
well, I like that they say that it was a perfect crime. That the
I
kid
mean,
becomes an accomplice in a botched bank heist.
I mean, maybe the kid got him to do it. I've known some shifty cats.
And
Yeah,
that cat looked really, really cute. But what is it?
Yeah.
Was it just a facade? I mean, Magnolia, that is an adorable name.
Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. I don't have any proof to back up that accusation, but it wouldn't surprise me if Magnolia was behind the whole thing.
Mhm. Me
It
either.
really wouldn't.
Me either.
All righty. Now we do have some questions that some people wanted to know.
Yeah, so I always like to dive into these questions. This is the salty mailbag, basically. So this is
Salty
the
mailbag.
Q&A with T&A part of the show.
Mhm.
So people from all over can write in. They can do it on Facebook. They can do it on Spotify. You've got a pretty good TikTok growing with Salty tonight. So
Working on it. Working on
so
it.
yeah. So what question is the first one in the email bag tonight?
Well, one big one is
Hmm.
what is something you've changed your mind about over the last year that you wanted or didn't want, maybe?
You want to take this one first? Do you have anything in mind?
No. I got to think about this one.
Okay.
I got to think about it. What about you?
You know, I can say that I've changed my perspective on several things over the past probably 8-9 months. One of the things is that I always kind of thought that I kind of needed someone, like, you know, a significant other, a girlfriend or whatever. But now over the last, 6 or, 8 months, 9 months, I've realized I want that. I would like that, but I don't necessarily need it. And I'm more at peace with that. And part of the
Yeah.
reason I'm more at peace with that is because when I look at my bank account, it's a lot higher now than it used to be.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's one of the things that I've changed my mind about. But I do miss, I don't like sleeping by myself, though. I don't like that at all.
Really? See,
I do
that's the
not.
part I like about not being in a relationship is waking up when I wake up. Not being woken up by somebody or because somebody's alarm goes off or whatever. But see, I kind of went the other way on like
Yeah.
I don't want to be alone forever.
No, I don't know. I don't want to be alone forever.
Like I'm okay with it. It's the finding the right person that I think is the problem.
hmm Yeah, that is the problem.
And for a long time, and maybe this is like a youth issue, I thought it was me. I was like, maybe I'm the problem. Now I'm kind of like, no, they just haven't caught up yet.
Yeah.
The men my age have not caught up. so I usually go older. I mean, that's not a secret. If anybody
No,
knows me, they know I usually date older guys, and that's why.
yeah, I've never known you to really go out with anyone younger.
Mm-mm.
The entire time
I
I've
ever
ever known
have.
you.
Actually, I don't think I've ever dated anybody younger than me. Usually, there's at least a 10 or 15-year difference.
Okay.
On average, closer to 20.
Really? 20?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
20-year difference.
So
I love I like my gentleman callers to be a little older.
gentlemen.
Yes.
I get that. I get
Yeah.
that.
Now I don't know why. We could do a deep dive into that. I
I mean,
don't know.
that could be the psychology episode.
Yeah.
But
Who
what's something you've
knows?
changed your mind about over the past year?
Well, that I'm kind of like, I don't want to settle down. I think that's implies, that you're like buying a house, you're living with each other. That's not what I'm expecting. I don't mind living alone, but I like having somebody to go do stuff with.
See, that's the big thing that
And that's
I
why I date
miss.
the retirees, because they have more time. Their
Okay.
schedules are way more open.
Open.
If you date the retired people. Yeah.
Right. Well, my problem is that I have like, I have, a set job that I do. And then I, host or co-host 5 different shows.
Jeez.
But in addition to that, I'm able to compartmentalize my life where I still have extra time. And that extra time, I like to do things, kayaking, canoeing, racquetball, travel, whatever it may be. And finding someone to do those things with is sometimes a challenge.
Sorry,
You
there's
know?
actually a gentleman caller, a
Hmm.
gentleman texter. Give me 1 second. But no, I mean, it is nice to have somebody to go to movies, to have dinner, like you said. I mean, your schedule's a little more tight, but you always date younger people, so they're probably still in the workforce.
Yeah, that's been up for debate for a while, or discussion for a while, and the reason being of that is because that is usually who always
Doesn't know any
reaches
better
out.
yet.
Well, that too, I guess. But I've thought of like, who could I go out older than me?
Really?
No, I'm just gonna
Why?
do that.
Now, see, I'm curious why. Is it a physical thing? Is it a mental thing? Like, why do you not want to
It's
date people older?
it's both of those things. For one, a lot of the things that I like to do, somebody older like that, for the most part, probably couldn't do, wouldn't be up to do.
Why? You're not going out and hiking and like,
Yeah, I mean
mean,
that's one of like I wouldn't mind to have someone hiking or someone to go running with,
I
biking
think you're
with.
underestimating the elderly. I really do.
It's just that term. I don't even just like that term.
Elderly?
Yes, it's
I'm
not even.
mostly joking about that. You're underestimating people's ability to continue to be active in their later years.
Yeah, but how many are you going to be able to find that could possibly want? Like, I either want someone that's either going to fully dive into, the podcasting world, radio, directing, acting, creating, someone fully involved, or someone that had rather not be involved at all.
Oh, so it's all or nothing.
I mean, maybe they can dip their toes in occasionally, but I think that would be, I don't know. Like if
I
I
don't
went out,
know.
if I went out with someone and they wanted to be like, if they wanted a small part in every production, I'd be like, sure, that'd be great. If they wanted to be, like you were always up for, and I wish we had the technology now as we had now, because we would have been able to film a lot more stuff. But you were up for being in almost anything then, as I think you would be now. But how many people our age are willing to do that unless you
They're
pay
really
them?
not.
I
Maybe
don't
I'm
think
just
so.
like hang around with a different group of people.
But it's very
And it could
difficult.
be
Like
the place. It could be the place here.
it could be
It
the place
does.
too. And that's one of the challenges. That's one of the reasons it's often been younger people, because who am I going to find to be in a lot of these productions? Younger people. Does it have to be?
Well, that's as
No.
actors or right? I mean, when you get into looking at the production of it, I think age and maturity helps.
Yeah, age and
You
maturity
know,
helps,
doing this
but
stuff is a commitment. It takes a while. Like you and I were talking about just getting this show prepared. You know, whether people realize it or not, it does take time.
I mean, you said you spend what, at least 3 hours per day on the
About
show?
that, no, per show.
Per show? Okay.
Between doing it and then posting the stuff and, collecting the stories, yeah, probably in total about 3 hours per show.
Right. And see, it takes a lot for
I mean, you do 5 of them. You know how long they take.
well, see, I also think that's why it would be difficult to date someone older, because they're going to have probably a lot of these other concerns and worries and
Like
all that.
what? Are you like, because their kids are probably grown if they have kids.
I'd rather date their children, their kids,
That's
than
creepy.
them.
Don't say that.
No, like if they're like
I'm cutting that
60.
part out.
No. If they're
I
like
know, but that sounds creepy.
the way it came out was bad. But I mean,
Yeah.
their children would be 35, 40 years old.
So do you usually date like 10 years younger? I'm trying to think how old you are. Oh,
I mean,
probably 15
I
years
mean,
younger.
I don't have a.
So see, you were making fun of me for dating men
I'm not making fun.
no, but you were like, really? 15, 20 years? Yeah, you're dating women 15, 20 years younger.
But I haven't in a long
So
time.
by the time you were the age of the men that I date, the women
It'd
you
be the
date are going to
same.
be my age. Yeah. So, like,
No,
that's
that's the
hypocritical,
thing.
Adam.
That's no. I'm
Hypocritical.
not being that way. I'm just saying I really haven't dated anyone. I mean, the last person I dated was around my age, a little bit younger.
Isn't that progressive of you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. And it was one of the worst. It was the worst
Wow.
thing I've ever been involved with. So yeah.
Oh, that's the crazy one.
Yeah. So I don't want to replicate anything like that. So I think I'll probably go a little bit younger than that.
Really? See, I can't relate to young people. What do you talk about? Like, really? What kind of conversations? I mean, I guess you could
It's
ask me the same thing.
I mean, it would really be like younger person probably in stature and things, but old soul is in like the music they like. They, they appreciate the classic 90s, 80s, 90s movies, the music. They're not this, talking with BRB and IRL, LOL.
Yeah, but I mean, even we do that. Our generation fucking invented that.
I mean, we do it, but I mean, a lot of the ones now, they're eh. But yeah, I mean, sometimes I've went on, dates before with someone younger, and it's been a bust. It's been terrible. And not because
Yeah.
they're terrible, just because it's been, like you said, what do you talk about? And when, there's been at least once, and it was just like, It was a weird situation though, because the mother had asked me out, and then the daughter had asked me out.
Psychotic.
It was very weird.
You didn't go out with both, did you?
No.
Okay, you should have.
I should have?
Yeah, you should have. Just for the story, if nothing else. After it didn't work
Well,
out with one, you should have tried the other.
yeah, I mean, I went out with the mother was like, I don't know the exact age, but I would say they were probably 20 years of difference. And the younger one was just not very bright.
Aw.
I know.
Well, there's a difference in bright and mature.
Not very mature or bright.
Okay.
Well, I know at least
Well, I'm not
no.
gonna post this part because I would feel so terrible for her to see this.
Oh, this was years ago. No, they would never make. Nobody would. I don't think this would ever be discovered. Who?
Right.
I don't think so.
Still, that's not nice.
Yeah, we won't make clips out of this part though. So what's the next question?
Oh, let's see. I'm sure we have a good one.
I think so too.
Well, how would you define a good life? Good.
Hmm. Do you know what your thought is on this one?
Happy, that I feel my feelings. Like today. Okay, and I was thinking, I honestly didn't think about that with this question, but I decided to rewatch The Big C. Did you ever watch it when it was on?
Didn't you and I watch some of it?
Probably.
Maybe
I
just
watched
season
it
one
when it
or
was
two.
on. Well, it came on in 2010.
Okay.
So that would have been when we were living in DC.
Yeah.
And I watched it a little bit when it first came out. My mom was really into it. And so I had watched it again a few years ago and just been like, this is not a good show.
Really? You said it
So,
wasn't a good show?
well, I didn't think it was. And so I decided to rewatch it. It's a really good show. My opinion on these shows changes with every decade. Because I would have been 20s the first time I saw it. Then I
I
probably watched it
remember
in
it
my
being
30s,
I remember it
and
being
now I'm
pretty
in my
good.
40s. It's a really good show. I'm already on season 3. Like I binged it. And there's some episodes that are really emotional. I mean, it's called The Big C because it's about a woman that's dying. She's got stage 4 melanoma, like
I'm
skin
sure
cancer.
she dies probably.
But so it's about life and death and just living like there's no tomorrow because we're not guaranteed there is. And so there's some episodes that will make me cry. And I always have that. That's where I'm like mentally fucked up because I
Mhm.
won't allow myself to cry, to really feel something in the moment. And I was like, no, I should be blessed that I still have the emotional capacity to feel that I'm not jaded by all this stuff,
Right.
that's happened and that I still do get overwhelmed with emotions. So far life has not turned me into a heartless monster just yet. We're working on it. But so yeah. So feeling your feelings, I think, is a good life. They may not always be good feelings, but we're humans. So emotions are good. So that
It's
being able to embrace your emotions. So anyway, what about you?
I don't know if people are I don't think that a lot of the times at the heart of a lot of people, let me rephrase this. I think a lot of people call themselves, they're too easy on themselves and they call themselves good.
They call themselves good or their life good?
They call themselves good. And that
Okay.
leads me to think about really what a good life would be. Because a good life, you could say a good life would be, you're nice to others. A good life could be you're successful. Then you'd have to say what defines success.
Yes,
So I
that's
think
a big
it's
question.
I think it's different with every person. But I think if you can come to the point in your life where you have peace of mind, that would be considered a good life. Because
Yeah.
we're really blessed because especially most people in this country, but you and I and a lot of the viewers they're watching this show probably on a phone. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? I
Yeah.
mean, you were able to buy an extra light, and their
Which is
microphone.
still really bright. But yes, I know what
I've
you
got
mean.
I've got the iPad. It does look really bright when I'm watching on Facebook. But
Yeah, I don't
so
know. I mean, it could get a lot brighter.
yeah, but it
That's
doesn't look
the
that bright
lowest
when
setting.
it doesn't look bright when I'm looking at you now though. But yeah, I think a good life would be, obviously you want all the necessities taken care of in your life. Food, house, clothing, your loved ones taken care of.
So
But I
peace.
think, if you
Just
have the
having
peace
some
of
peace.
mind, because you look at all these people with multi-million dollars and they're not happy with that. So obviously money doesn't buy any kind of happiness or doesn't buy you a good life. I mean, it buys you a financially stable life. But I think peace of mind would be, and if you're able to do what you really want to do, like if you want to create, you're able to create your whole life. If you want to, serve others in some capacity, if you do that. So I think there's different ways to have a good life. But I think one of the, it's different for every person, but I think that would be kind of what it would be for me.
I think that's a good definition.
Yeah,
I think a
I
lot of
think so.
people, they would love to have that. They don't have any peace in their life, and whether it's family, friends, work, health, whatever.
Right.
So having that, you do need to feel thankful and grateful.
Now, Seth is watching this with his eyes, so that's good.
What?
Seth has just commented he's watching this with his eyes.
Which Seth? We have two Seths.
Oh, Seth True.
Oh, okay. He is building some shit at Burning Man, from my understanding.
Well, didn't he also make an appearance on the show a few weeks back in the video?
He did. He
Yeah.
did. He gave the interview
Yeah,
with
he
Lark
did.
Spa, which apparently they have temporary power now.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
we'll have that story later. I
Yeah.
gotta get the whole thing. I didn't have a chance to get it before we got on here. Well, this is a good question.
Okay.
Okay. And I do want to know your answer to this. So, if you had to teach a class at a university, what class would you teach and why?
I think I would actually choose. I would want to choose. I took a film class in college. I've taken two of them, and it was purely, actually three of them. One of them was like independent cinema, and then another was, it was like classic cinema. So we watched like a John Wayne Western, and we watched like Working Girl with Harrison Ford, Melanie Griffith, and we watched a movie, this little independent movie called High Art with Ali Sheedy. It was like it was like an introduction into like gay cinema. So there was a lot of different things like that. So I think that I would choose I would want to teach a cinema class because I don't think directing is something you could teach. I could teach you what shots to do. I can teach you lighting. I can
Yeah.
teach you how to create a story, but I can't teach you how to put it all together. Either you know how to do it or you don't. And you can only teach yourself. So I wouldn't want to teach that. I believe you learn by acting and directing by doing. But you can learn by cinema by showing people films that they've never heard of, that they've never seen, because that can open their eyes to a wide variety of things. Because a lot of people would, when they think of like, movies, they just think of a movie as being, I'm just trying to think of I don't really have a lot of those kind of movies here, but they'll think of like a big blockbuster type movie, which is a movie,
Yeah.
but then they don't think of like an actual film. Most movies aren't Hollywood movies, and most good ones aren't.
No.
Or if they are, they're movies,
I mean,
like,
look behind you. Those weren't big
Yeah.
releases.
No, I mean, like Clay Pigeons. Most people have never heard of this. Vince Vaughn, Janine Garofalo, Joaquin Phoenix. I mean, this is a good movie.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, it's a good movie. Most people have never heard of it. You got, you hated this one, but you got Buffalo 66.
That movie's creepy as fuck.
Well, you said you hate.
You want to talk about
Isabella.
old dudes dating young? I don't even want to say young women, but children. Children. She is
Now-
a child in that movie. It's
Now,
creepy,
going
Adam.
back and watching it, she is younger
She's a
than I
child.
remember.
She's underage, okay, and he's
I don't think
like,
she's underage. I don't think in the movie. I think she's 18 in the movie.
Is she?
I don't know if it says. I don't think it
Okay.
says an age. But
It's a
but
creepy
yeah.
movie. Do not watch it. I'm telling people.
Or I mean, there's a lot of movies that people like. A lot of people like Wes Anderson movies, but how many of I'm sure the true fans have heard of Bottle Rocket, the very first one. So I would choose a lot of these movies that a lot of people may have never heard of, but might really appreciate, and it could lead them to unlock another part of their creative brain.
Yeah.
Because one of the reasons I went back, and I went back from the years 1990 to the years 1994. I went to Box Office Mojo, and I went through every single month of the theatrical year for 4 years to see
Were you at
which.
work when you did this?
No, I was actually in the
Oh.
studio. I was in the studio. And I've done it multiple times throughout the years for different reasons. But I went to see if I could figure out how my movie taste got the way that they were. And when I was younger, my grandmother and my grandmother's friend, we would go to the movies together, but we would never see like kids' movies. Like some of the movies we would see would be bigger movies like Pretty Woman or Forrest Gump, a lot of movies like that. But then a lot of movies would be like random, weird little movies that you may have never heard of. And I think that's where I got, or a lot of them were like they were. I'm not going to say they were more skewed for adults, and I saw these at like 10, 11 years old.
Yeah.
Like Last of the Mohicans.
No, I do relate to that because just that's the kind of comedy, and I think that's a lot of our generation. We were not raised on age appropriate stuff.
No, not at all.
At all.
And oh yeah, Seth said that Vince Vaughn was amazing in that movie, and that's true. Oh, and Seth, yeah, he was on the show. Was it 2 shows ago on his little interview with the news about the
Black spot.
electricity? Yeah, yeah. So, what would you teach, and why?
That's a hard one.
I was wondering. I thought about this. I didn't know what you would say.
Could you do a class on stand-up comedy?
Yeah, you could.
Probably
could.
that. If I had to pick one genre of entertainment, especially that I feel educated about and knowledgeable about, it would be stand-up comedy.
Okay.
I have watched more specials than I would say other movies.
I'd say you have too. Now, what's some of your favorite
'Cause
specials?
I'll rewatch them. Like ever?
Now, what got you into these specials?
Well, that was probably why, because that's what I would watch with my mom. Like
Okay.
we would watch stand-up, like trying to think. Well, obviously Saturday Night Live, In Living Color, Mad TV, and then just your old classic comedies. Like I rewatched Absolutely Fabulous. It's not that long of a series, and it's fucking hilarious. And that was the stuff that I grew up on. Like I still, like I told you, to this day, I will come home on Saturday night. It's not on right now because they're off season, and watch SNL. I
Right.
watch it every Saturday because that was a memory that I had with my mom.
So you have
And
continued
I got to
that every
stay up
season.
late. Yeah. Well, because I didn't have like a TV. Like we're talking back in the 80s and 90s. But I could stay up late if I watched SNL with her. And so I would stay up because I wanted to stay up, past midnight. And so that's what we would do. Stay up and watch it. And that just became a thing.
A
And still to
routine.
this day, it sounds creepy when you think about it. I don't think it is. I like to go to sleep to laughing.
Okay.
Like I don't like laugh tracks in normal shows. I love going to sleep to it. And I will put on comedy shows just to go to sleep to the sound of people laughing. Now, I've not dived into that deep enough yet
Yeah.
on why, but that's my thing. Is
Okay.
laughing. It gives me a serotonin boost, I guess.
We always suggest
I like laughing when you laugh. Yeah.
most of the things you suggest to me are comical things.
I do like comedy.
Yeah. So
Yeah, as
what's the
many
best what's one of the best stand-ups you've watched recently? You sent me one a few days ago.
Oh, I sent you Neil Brennan, Crazy Good. That's a really good one. I'll tell you the one that I think is the best done. Sarah Silverman. I went back and watched all of hers recently too. Is Tig Notaro.
Oh
You
yeah,
ever
yeah,
watch
yeah.
any of their specials? There's one called Drawn,
I
and so
watched
it's
one
a
of the
stand-up
very. I
special
watched some clips from like one of the very first ones. You told me about her a couple years ago.
just for the
Because
cinematography and art
wasn't
of
she
it.
fighting cancer? Wasn't she?
Yes, she had breast cancer.
Okay.
But so the special, it brings that up, but it's all these different stories, and that's another thing. I don't like the one-liners. I'm not a one-liner person as far as comedy goes, a joke. I like stories,
Yeah, the
you
storyteller.
know? And so she gets up and she tells all these stories and they're animated. So the special is an animated with different kinds of animation. And so they're all done in like different ways. And it's a great artistically done special because it's like you're watching a cartoon movie and it's reenacted. It's drawn to her stories. I'm telling you,
Okay.
I cannot describe it well enough to
I'll have
make
to.
it
What
sound
and
as
what is
great as
this
it is.
on? What is it on?
It's on HBO. It's called Drawn. Tig
Okay.
Notaro. Yeah. It is worth staying up late to watch. And Michelle Wolf. I really, really like Michelle Wolf. I think she's one of the most underrated comedians.
Oh yeah, I've heard of her. She did like
And you got Bill
some.
Burr. He's had I don't know how many specials, a lot. Burt Kreschner. Is that how you say his last name? I
Yeah.
should know that. He's okay. He's okay.
No, I
What about
really
you?
do. I mean, I've not watched. I searched last night for a good. See, I usually watch horror movies or something quiet because I don't fall asleep with the TV on.
That's creepier to me than laughing. That you want to go to sleep to the sound of people being tortured.
Well, I mean, not necessarily tortured, but more like a lot of the horror movies are just kind of quiet. So when I get close to like, my eyes are closing, I'll get up and cut the TV off because I always thought laughter keeps me awake because it's funny and I'm intrigued and I'm wanting to watch it. So I haven't watched anything funny in a while. I did watch an episode of Seinfeld. Um, I watched the one where George pretends to be a marine biologist. So I watched that one. And I did
With
watch
the golf ball, right?
yeah, with a golf ball, and I watched Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee, the Jim Carrey one the other day.
There's some really good ones on that.
But usually if I don't have something already in my mind, I just scroll and scroll and scroll. So I went to comedy, and I went to Netflix to see what they had, and it's hard for me to watch a lot of comedy movies with people that I don't know. Does that make any
Yeah,
sense?
it does. Yeah.
You know? So, but that also means like if we create something, it might be hard for people to watch it because they don't know us.
Well, there's inside jokes, and I love the relationships that comedians will have. Like Amy Poehler and Tina Fey are good friends in real life, and you can see that reflected in the things they do together. They were they were on SNL around the same time. So I really like their work together because you can tell they're buddies.
Yeah.
And I think it makes it more natural, probably. I don't know. They're comfortable with one another. They're comfortable with being silly.
Well, I see that's something that I found interesting that Joe Boy said the other day that was wondering about the relationship that you and I had because he said that we had that chemistry and if you've done shows with other people, I don't know how many you've done with others, but if you don't have chemistry with the person or persons you're doing the show with, it can be very difficult to do.
Yeah.
It can be very you can try so many things and it just not work. And when I first started the radio show, there wasn't a lot of chemistry always between the people in the studios. Primarily, a couple different ones, but we always made it better. But I think as you do the show, as people see that and watch, they see the chemistry that we have, and
We have to be comfortable with looking kind of silly.
yeah,
I can't remember who I was telling this to. Maybe I was just thinking it in my head. Who fucking knows? That I would feel comfortable saying almost anything to you.
yeah,
Even if it was kind of crazy, you're not going to judge me straight out. You're
no,
probably going to laugh. And that's another thing is I've never felt shamed by you. And I've said some fucked up stuff that other people would be like, oh, she might need some help. And you encourage it, which is probably psychotic in itself.
yeah.
But no, I feel like I could tell you I killed somebody. I could tell you whatever. And you would be like, okay.
See
Like, I
that.
don't know. There's no judgment. And so,
No,
you
I'm
have
a
that
very
comfort level.
non-judgmental person at all, and I appreciate you saying that. Several people have said that, and I'm like, yeah, I don't judge at all. Like I really do not, and I don't use like any secret that you've ever told me your entire life. Even if I hated your guts, I would never turn around and use it as a weapon against you.
You're the only person that I've given my passwords to for things because of that. Because I'm like, even if he knew my Facebook password, even if we got in a fight, he would never do that. Like, I know
No,
that.
no,
Genuinely believe that.
and true,
Like,
true.
yeah.
Now, Judy McMoody's Facebook, I went in and changed, but never yours.
He deserved it, though, okay? He
He
threw a
did.
shoe at me one time
Oh, wow.
because I wasn't
Well,
getting ready fast enough.
and
And
those
I couldn't find my
mannequins,
shoe, and he
those
found he
mannequins.
found the shoe and threw it at me. Here's your fucking shoe.
So it is 1:04
Oh,
a.m.
shit.
and 10:04
Damn.
p.m.
Well, we got through some good stuff. And
We did. So we've got another show coming up. You want to do one what, Wednesday?
unless there's one tomorrow, because today's Saturday.
Oh, it is Saturday, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got one tomorrow then. Sorry.
Yeah, well, we've got some celebrities that have fallen from grace. What else do
Yeah,
we have?
I'm always intrigued by that. I'm intrigued by celebrities and people that seem to quote have it all, but yet something is dysfunctional about them inside. Well, most are, but the ones that really intrigue me the most are the ones that turn to plastic surgery.
Yeah, so
So,
we could definitely do an easy show on that.
yeah.
Plus, maybe if you can think of any conspiracy theories that you kind of buy into, we can talk about
Okay.
those.
Okay.
Those are
That
always
would,
fun topics.
yeah, those would be fun.
All righty.
Well, everyone out there, thank you for tuning in. Please go to all the social medias. Go to the Facebook, Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Salty Tonight, and the Other People's Show. And we will be on tomorrow, 9 p.m. in the West, midnight in the East. Terry, it's been a good show. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Bye.